Some time back, we had this group of people that came to make a presentation in my office. And there was something they were selling. There was a service they wanted to render and all of that. And so we put together the team that would listen to them, and they began to speak. And a few minutes into the presentation, first of all, to start with, the slides were just like prose. They were just like paragraphs and paragraphs of information. And then the person making the presentation was not very, it wasn't really very articulate, wasn't really engaging. And so within a few minutes, a lot of us had lost interest. And somewhere in between, before they even finished, there was this agreement that, okay, we get the gist. We think we understand. There's no time, blah, blah, blah. There was this explanation, to just get them going. Hello, so today I'm going to share with you 5 unspoken questions that your audience may be asking that can help you build trust and confidence or make your communication more effective. So 5 questions. Number 1 question is, who are you? So when you get up to speak or you're meeting people, especially when you're meeting people for the first time, it could be an audience, it could be a business meeting, it could be clients, it could be stakeholders, but people want to know, okay, this person that has been asked to talk to us, make this presentation, or it has this input to make into this discussion we're having. Who are they? What gives them the right? How authentic are they? How professional are they? Do they really have, what it takes? So sometimes it's good that you introduce yourself. If there's opportunity for a formal introduction, always have ready something that you say, just like a pitch. You know how you do an elevator pitch, but this time around, it's just something of you. It's something like being able to say, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is my expertise, this is what I've done before. It's important that when people know that, I worked on this, or why, and you can chip it in sometimes in the discussion, when I did this, and that, we did this, and we got this result. You're getting people's attention. People are now beginning to see, okay, this person is authentic. This is somebody that is worth listening to. The second question that your audience will likely be asking, that are unspoken questions, is, why should I listen? Very closely related to the first one. So why should I even listen to you? So once they know who you are, why you need to listen, this is where you can talk about your expertise more. This is where you can, show your expertise. It's good to show off, like I say sometimes, not show off in a bad way, how you that put people off, not like trying to brag and say, see, I'm the all important person. No, not that kind of thing, but just being able to communicate the fact that you have, what is your value proposition, what are you bringing to the table, why have you been selected? Because like I would say, for you to be in any room, you qualify to be there. And people may not know that you qualified. If you're sitting on the same table with certain people, they may be higher up, but there's a reason why you got your leg into that room in the first place. So your opportunity now to be able to communicate why they should listen to you is when you're able to say, okay, this is what I've done. This is what I propose. So you're now beginning to talk about this issue that you're discussing, and you let your expertise this is why I'm suggesting this. I think we should take this route because of so and so reason, because we did this before, it didn't work out quite. You're beginning to now show them that, they can actually listen to you because you have experience, you have the expertise, you have the knowledge, and you can actually add value. You can bring in a perspective that is totally different from what others have, but that will be the game changer for the entire discussion or for that project. The third question is, do I like this person? So likability is very important in effective communication. And so you need to build warmth. So let the conversation not be about you. Just because you've been asked to make a presentation or talk doesn't mean that you should not engage with people. You should ensure that it's engaging. You could pause, ask questions, ask people for their opinions. What do they think? How do they think this would go? Just ensure that you engage them, make people, and then if somebody has something to say and they say something nice, commend them, compliment them, be nice, just be likable. Just be likable. So that's enough. And so once you begin to do those things, people warm up to you. They let down their guards and they're able to say, okay, this guy or this girl is not bad after all. There's somebody, I think we can do business with this person. And then the next question is, does this person care about me? So John Maxwell says this, that people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. So in other words, the moment people know that you care for them, they're open to whatever information you're giving them. They're open to communicating with you. They're open to engaging with you. So it's very important that in speaking to people, that you let them know that you care, that you show empathy, that you actually show that you are concerned. And one of the ways you do that, like I said, is by showing empathy, by active listening. Don't just, dominate the whole discussion. No, then know something about them. When you walk into a room, if possible, that's what you can do, that is a meeting before the meeting. Sometimes, for instance, if you walk into a room, the meeting, and you're there early, people are seated around the table, move around and talk to people. Hello, my name is this is what I do, I'm from here. Then but before the meeting starts, you've already, warmed up to a few people there. You've already shown them, and then they tell you something nice. And if it's somebody you've met before, like I remember I shared this before of someone saying that every time they meet somebody, they ask them a particular question. And next time they meet them, or they have a conversation with them and they remember something about the conversation. And next time they meet them, they ask them, maybe the person says, oh, I'm actually at that point where getting ready for a change or shifting from this to that. And so the next time you meet them and you're like, oh, how did it go? You're building confidence. I'm going to talk about that in the last point. But what I'm emphasizing here is the fact that people want to know that you care. Someone said something, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Be kind to people, be nice to people, even in the corporate room. Sometimes people feel that in those spaces it's like a fight. Everybody is like fighting to be the best fighting. No, you don't have to pull anybody down to rise. So let people know. Once people know that you actually care about them, maybe it's about a project, don't let it, always communicate the value for that client, the value for that stakeholder. Okay, if we do this project, this is how it's going to benefit my company, but this is also how it's, or my organization, and this is how it's also going to benefit you. So always project, let them see that you have also factored them into whatever it is you're doing, and it's going to be a win-win situation. That way they open up to you. And then finally, the fifth unanswered question that your audience is likely asking is, can I trust this person? Now, trust is usually not built in a day or in one meeting. And so this is where, and most times as professionals, we have, when we're working on projects with people, the meetings are not just one. It's not a one-off meeting. There's an initial meeting, then you keep having series of meetings to review where you are with the project and all of that. So make every encounter one that is building trust. That is do what you say you will do. If you had a meeting and you agreed that you were going to do something, when you show up for the next meeting, ensure that that thing was done. Even if nobody asked, report to that fact, because somebody may remember and just keep quiet. But you just tell, okay, last meeting we were to do this, and we've done it. Have integrity, be honest, be open, be forthright about everything that you're doing. Have nothing to hide. That way people trust you. Show up. If you're supposed to be at a meeting at a particular time, be there when you're supposed to be. If there's a part of the agreement you're supposed to keep in that, when it comes to that project, keep your own part. And so when it now becomes easier for you, when you now want to talk about those things, you have already built trust. And trust is a huge pillar for effective communications. If people do not trust you, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to take action. Because they're afraid of taking action, because they don't know the last time you told them A, you ended up doing B. The last time you told them Y, you ended up doing X. And so they're now wondering that, can I even go forward with this? Or can we even just terminate this project? Or can we not just do it again and all of that? So I hope I've been able to help you, by answering those 5 questions to yourself and making sure that you're working on them. You're going to ensure that your communication is very effective. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you have found this video useful, please share, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and I'll see you in my next video. And remember, you belong at the top. So keep working towards your career dreams. Thank you and bye-bye.